family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Ouachita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel.
a family serving families, available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything, and they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David. Now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank.
And Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of Western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your farmer's insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your farmer's insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Sutherland and Dudley Simpson coming to you from Cordell Blue Devil Stadium in Cordell, Oklahoma for homecoming, where we will be hosting the Carnegie Wildcats. Carnegie's busting through their banner right now to take the field. Blue Devils waiting in the
purple helmet.
Yeah,
maybe?
The purple helmet.
Okay.
Purple helmet. They're waiting to come out and run through the spirit line. Great day of festivities for homecoming, the parade downtown, showcasing the ambulance and the fire trucks and all the sports athletes. It's just a great way to be about homecoming. Good crowd tonight. Blue Devils return some injured players from last week. And we will have Danny Corbin back in the lineup. He did not finish the game last week. And we will have J.D. Maddox back in the lineup. He did not finish the game last week.
Yeah, okay.
And so we're getting ready for kickoff here. Blue Devils won the toss and have deferred to receive for the second half. And they'll be defending the West goal this evening. Beautiful evening for some fall football. Slight wind, it looks like out of the east. Flags kind of moving in the wind there. And it's just a good night for football. Blue Devils playing in their dark home jerseys. Wildcats in the white jerseys. New officiating crew out on the field. And Blue Devils are ready to play. They give the football to Mr. Official. And they are waiting for Mr. White Hat deep back in the end zone to give the signal to start the game. How you doing today, Dudley?
Doing good. I'm going to try to reposition my camera here so maybe we can see it a little bit better.
We've got that big divider right in the middle. All right. So
Yeah.
Blue Devils ready to kick. And the dark jerseys with dark numbers, it's hard to pick up the number right now. And he's turning sideways to us also. Been splitting some kickoff duties. We've had some pretty good success on kickoffs and punts, even though we've rotated a couple of guys.
That's a good way to get your kids ready, and they can play any position, anytime, anywhere. So,
well, the idea is next man up. Mr. White Hat's waiting to go. He blows it into play. He is ready to kick. And here goes homecoming football. Kick, short kick right down the middle, comes up about the 34-yard line. Received by the Wildcats, brought down at the 40. They're going to mark him at the 45, maybe just a hair short of the 45. First and 10, Wildcats at the 45, at the 44-yard line. They're going to back them up a little bit and go from there.
you got to love it. I mean, homecoming, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of good events. They've had some new events, I heard, during the course of the week right here. Is dress like your favorite. Bring your favorite item to school other than a backpack was one of the deals they did. So
Carnegie running a diamond formation, old-style wishbone, and they're just going to put man on man and run straight up the field 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That time on first and 10, gets them a net gain of about 9, be second down and short. They just put man on man and kind of head through the middle. Old school wishbone style formation. I'm sure it's not called wishbone anymore. I'm sure somebody came up with a fancy new name for it. But back in the days of Oklahoma and Texas and Nebraska, this is what you would see. Quarterback under center, wishbone formation again, hands it to the last man through, finds a hole. He is stopped after about a 3-yard gain, but not before he is able to fall forward to the Blue Devil 44-yard line, first down Wildcats.
move the chains for the Wildcats then. So
And official winds the clock, puts the ball into play. Play clock already on the go. This year with the way the play clock works, as soon as the ball is spotted, they get 40 seconds on the clock to go from there on offense. So wishbone formation again. They bring one wide receiver out to the left. Straight up the middle. First man through. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like 35 on the tackle. Well, I don't have a 35 on my roster, so.
some of our numbers don't always match up.
Some of our numbers don't always match up from what we get here.
That'll be a gain of 1 to the 43.
No, it was actually a loss on the play. So bring up second down and 11. Gage Miller, it's a 32. Again, we got dark blue numbers and dark blue jerseys. Hard to pick up that number. Wishbone formation again. Second down and 11. Here comes the linebacker blitz straight up the middle. Hands it to the third man through, weaving his way, and he's kind of a load. Falls forward. I think it's going to bring up third and short. All depends on where they end up spotting him.
But he crossed the 35. One of them standing on about the 32, so we'll see. They're going to
Third
say
and really short. Yeah, right there between the 35 and the 32. I think if they'd have called it a first down, it probably could have been okay too. That's how close it is. 3rd and inches, and you're going to see a play right up the middle again. They're a little bit bigger than us up front. You're just going to have to outnumber them and guess your blitzes right to plug up the hole. Wishbone formation again. 1 split to the left, and he's going to quarterback sneak it, and he's going to get about 2 or 3 yards, enough for the first down for the Wildcats.
He'll be right at the 30, so that's plenty right there, and they'll move the chains again. So.
All right, homecoming football game here. Cheerleaders in their jerseys. They wear the jersey of the friend who let them wear the white jersey, and the counterpart is on the field in the dark jersey.
You know, I saw one day they had bring anything you want other than your backpack. You know, and then one of them dressed like your favorite teacher and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
1st and 10. Hand off to the 3rd man through. Good defense there. Pursued it from the backside. Had a defender plug up the lead blocker and ran down from the backside. Another loss on the play. 2nd down and 11. We called it a fat 10. He didn't lose much, but it was behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what 3rd down looks like for the Blue Devils on defense.
just got to step up and do something right here. We've got a good crowd from Carnegie. We've got a great crowd from Cordell. But tonight was spaghetti dinner, so I hope you got to go over and have spaghetti.
Spaghetti dinner turned out good. So wishbone formation, one split to the left. Going to hand it to the first man through, and he is stacked up just beyond the line of scrimmage. Gain of about, they're going to give him a solid 2.5, maybe 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. They haven't tried a sweep to get to that edge as of yet, or a quarterback keeper to get to that edge as of yet. We'll see how they go. They've gotten good success off the right tackle so far. They've had a couple of plays off right tackle that went for 7 and 8 yards each. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go back there again. Both teams come into this one winless, so somebody's streak is going to be broken tonight. Wishbone formation. 2 come wide to the left. 2 back stacked up behind the quarterback in under center. He's under pressure, flings his sidearm. Pass is dropped after being defended by the Blue Devils. And what?
Big defense, yeah.
Oh, my. He didn't know the pass had been dropped. He was bringing the guy to the ground, and the whistle hadn't blown.
But when he got up, cheap shot when he got up.
Because
they tussled a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that cheap shot after they both went to the ground. So pass complete down to the 21, so they're going to add on a little bit more to that. So.
No, pass was incomplete. It's going to be from the line of scrimmage.
You know, you thought he was going to have it, but he bobbled it. It was good defense by Cordell, and they kind of jostled quite a bit. So they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage, which was
going to be a first down.
27. It'll go down to the.
They had him backed up to 4th, and a mental error by the Blue Devils on defense. By way of penalty yards, give the Wildcats a first down. Your first down on the 14 for the Wildcats. That was a good chance to have them in 4th and long or get them off the field. Got to maintain your composure and your poise there to get your opponent off the field. 1 wide out to the left, wishbone formation in the backfield, quarterback under center. He's looking to pass all the way. He's got his man. Ball comes. Oh, the ball was batted, and it still got to the receiver. That'll be a touchdown for the Wildcats. Yeah. Defender was in good position, actually got his hands on the football and deflected it, and it deflected to the receiver. We had that happen on the first touchdown last week as well. Just no luck there at all.
He knew he got his hand on it and tapped it away, and he was happy with that and then looked and went, oh, he caught it anyway then.
All right, so they're going to run this squirrely-looking extra point formation where they line up all their big guys to the left, and you have to defend it, or the center snaps it over there just like he did, and it's a 2-point conversion is good.
He got in, okay.
So they were waiting on the whistle to be blown, and they snapped it without the whistle being blown, and the coach is complaining about it. That should be no play. It has to be blown into play. No play. And that's what coach is out there talking to the officiating crew about. Hey, that's got to be blown in. Our guys aren't ready if it doesn't get blown in.
I bet it's still going to stand 8-0.
I bet you it doesn't change.
Let's hear
7:39 to go in the first quarter. We're going to go to a commercial break really quick. Blue Devils trail this one early 8-0.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom and David. Now, they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
Okay. All right, we're back now. 7:39 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils had gotten the Wildcats down to the fourth down and committed a mental error, gave the Wildcats a first down, and now the Wildcats have scored. A little bit of confusion on the two-point conversion, like every play has to be blown into play. The two-point conversion did not. Wildcats run the play and scored the two-point conversion, and the coaches were left like, guys, that's not how this works. But the score stands 8-0. Be the Blue Devils' first possession tonight. A little bit banged up on the offensive side of the line. Danny hadn't played in 150 years. Now, J.D. Maddox, now that's a live football, guys. The ball was kicked short to the right, and it bounced, and the defender did not field it on a kick. If it goes 10 yards, that is a live football. And Carnegie recovers, and it'll be Carnegie first down. Those are mental errors, and this is the reason why coaches really, really, really dislike homecoming. The kids have been busy all week. They practice a little bit less. They spend time on floats. They spend time hanging out with their friends, and normally when you get into a homecoming football game, you're not as focused as you would like to be. And that play right there is just a lack of focus as well as the penalty. Carnegie comes out in wishbone formation. Handoff 3 deep. He's finding the edge, brought down close to the first down. Can't quite tell where he went out of bounds there. And it looks like he's going to be short of the first down. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 2 on the far side of the field.
He got about 8, almost to the 30-yard line. So
they're going to give him – that's a fat 2. So it'll be 2nd down and a long 2 for the Wildcats. Wildcats break the huddle. Come right back to this wishbone formation that it basically is designed for 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Handoff. No, he fakes it. He's trying to get to the end himself. He's got the edge and looking for the corner. There's the 10. Touchdown. Once he broke contain, he had enough speed to get away from everybody. And with your fastest player in Danny Corbin dinged up, you're not going to catch him on that edge. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that possession took Carnegie 20 seconds to score. But when they kick it and we don't cover it, then it makes all of a sudden they got a short field to play with. So.
Really short field to play with. Now we're looking to get the play blown in. See, he's counting, and there he goes. Now he blows the whistle. They didn't do that the last time. He's going to take the snap, look for 2. He's going to swing it out, and you got to make this tackle. And he's grabbed, and they're going to get him to the ground, and he is gimped up and brought down. No good. 2-point conversion, no good. Blue Devils hold on the 2-point conversion. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail early, 14-0. We'll be right back.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we're back here. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail early on the heels of 2 touchdowns by Carnegie Wildcats within 30 seconds of one another. Here's the kick. It's a straight-up kick again. You got to pay attention, fellas. And they missed it again, and it looks like Carnegie covered again. You've got to adjust for that. You've got to adjust for that.
Your up man thought about it, and then it went past him, so he let it go to the second man, and he couldn't get there. The ball took a squirrely bounce and bounced to the north, and it turned, and Carnegie had that covered.
So let's see who got it looked as though so the Blue Devils ended up recovering it, and the only way that could have happened is if the Carnegie Wildcat that recovered it was out of bounds.
Right. I got a feeling it's far over there as well.
Yeah, so that's but you've got to make that that adjustment as a player and a coach. And those are just lack of focus. If you remember a few years back, about the second round of the playoffs, we go into Minco, and they scored first, and then they had 3 successful onside kicks in a row because we didn't adjust. There's the snap. Corbin looking to pass all the way. Looks deep. Got coverage out there. Receiver got turned around. He turned to the inside. Ball went to the outside. Just a long incompletion, 2nd and 10. I think you're going to see a lot of passing from Corbin tonight, probably the most you've seen all year. Primarily, he is not as mobile today as he has been in the past. He had a high ankle sprain.
Where he's got in trouble is when he's trying to run it and get something extra out of it. And I'm sure the coaches have talked to him and said, hey, do your basic right here. If I say get rid of it, get rid of it.
So 2nd and 10. One comes out to the right, wide right for the Blue Devils. Lines up. Pistol formation, hands off to the last man through, straight ahead and met at the line of scrimmage or just behind the line of scrimmage. Gage Miller on the carry for no gain, brings up 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Yep, had a look at that, and your receivers were out here, but dive play up the middle went nowhere right there. Oh, we've got to remind everybody that we're going to have a kick for cash at halftime.
Kick for cash.
You buy a $5 ticket, and the prize is $100 if you can hit the
hit the field
15, goal. 15-yard line, I think, is where they're kicking.
Well, you're going to have to give me $200 to hit it from the 15.
Well, I don't think they're going to draw your ticket then. So.
Blue Devils split right, pistol formation in the backfield, handoff. Second man through again, and ball's on the ground. Was not a clean exchange. Brings up 4th and long. Blue Devils look to punt on their actual first possession of the night. Blue Devils call timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
All right, Blue Devils set to punt. First punt of the evening. Already trail this one 14-0, 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Gage Miller back to kick for the Blue Devils.
He's done a great job of kicking now. So
he really has had a good year. Number 1 for the Wildcats back, who's quarterback and pretty much probably their best athlete. Nice kick, end over end. Is going to take a bounce, and the Blue Devil bounce down to the 25. He's going to field it, try to get this edge, and he gets the edge. And let's see. Okay, there was a push in the back that you probably need the call, but the tackle was made anyway. Bartlett on the tackle, tracking the return man down. Wildcats will have the ball on their own 36-yard line. Good tackle by Bartlett in the open field, even after getting pushed in the back.
Well, that got him there faster, no problem.
Yeah, got him there faster. Maybe they were just trying to help him out. Maybe that's why the official didn't call that one. Hey, he was just helping. Yeah, he was just helping. 1st and 10, Wildcats looking around through the stands, seeing a lot of recent graduates and people who've been around for a while. Wishbone formation, everybody in tight, save one wide to the right. Hand off to second man through, just basically a power run right up the middle. Number 21 brought down about the 42-yard line. Will bring up second down and about 4.
You got to love the way he lowered his shoulders at the 38 and hit that pile of people at the 40 and got him an extra 2 yards out of it. So.
Yeah, that's just old school football. When they got a few guys that are a little bit big. Number 77 out there looks like he could probably finish a lunch plate. He's a big boy. And he's been moving the pile everywhere he goes. He's their center, and then they got a couple of guys that are good size on their line.
Right guard's pretty good size.
Yeah. Wishbone formation, one to the left, and they're playing blitz, and that should be a false start. Two of the backs in the backfield were leaning before the ball got snapped, and that is false start, as Mr. Official says, and I'm going to back them up 5 yards.
You got to love it. The linebackers from Cordell, they're cheating up trying to get close to the line of scrimmage, and if you can get somebody to flinch on the other side of the ball there, you get 5 yards against them.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Yeah, the down didn't change, fellas, just the distance. 2nd down and a solid 9. Wildcats back at their own 37.5-yard line. Good travel for Carnegie, who an 0-4 team, brought a good amount of fans to the Cordell's old home side of the field. Wishbone formation, single wide out to the left. Blue Devils going to give that yardage right back. And we're just going to swap the position on the ball a couple of times here.
Try to cheat across the line, and that time you got called for it. So
dead ball foul, offsides, Blue Devils. So we got 5 yards back and then gave it right back to them. And here we go with 2nd down, and somehow in that exchange, I'm just looking at the down marker of 5 yards each. Somehow in that exchange, they lost a yard, so that'll hurt my feelings. Hand off to the first man through fullback. Actually, good fake, and now we got the wing back heading down the sideline, and he's not going to get caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Got to that edge, and we just don't have the speed out there to stop him. It's going to bring up 20-0 with 4:42 to go in the first quarter. Carnegie going to come out and go for 2 undoubtedly again.
Are they going to do that goofy lineup?
Yeah, that's what they do. So, and they'll do it until you stop it.
Yeah.
And the last one was incomplete. It probably should have been good, but now they're going to try to line up for 1 when you're up 20-0. You can experiment. There's the snap, bad snap, low kick, but he got it through. I mean, the holder had to turn all the way around to get it from behind him. 4:42 to go in the first. Wildcats up 21-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM The Zone.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we're back after commercial break. Blue Devils trail this one early, 21-0. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. Carnegie back to kick, and they've had short kicks each time. And the coach is telling them, come up. And truthfully, I don't think he's kicking it short on purpose. I think that's what he's got. Because, I mean, it wasn't like he angled them. He just, that's where the ball landed. Let's see what he's got here. Straight on kick again, same distance. Takes a bounce. Blue Devils field it cleanly at the 30-35. Bounces out to the 40. He could go! Shoestring tackle across the 50. He broke free. And one last man to beat and couldn't quite get away from him. Blue Devils will start this possession on the Wildcat side of the 50. Only the second possession of the game for the Blue Devils. Carnegie started with the ball, drove the field on a mental error by the Blue Devils and scored, 2-point conversion. Then they kicked the ball short and recovered the onside kick and scored on that possession. And the Blue Devils had the ball, had the punt, and then the Wildcats scored on the next possession.
You can see when Gage saw that he had daylight, he kicked it in a higher gear right there. So
2 wide to the left, 1 wide right for the Blue Devils. Looking to pass all the way. Splats his feet, has a man down the middle and batted away If I'm a Blue Devil fan, I'm probably hollering about a flag, and both coaches are yelling at the side judge for it. But if I'm a Wildcat, I'm just saying good defense.
Yeah, he was right there, right in the middle of it, and maybe incidental contact, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I was the Carnegie coach, I wouldn't want a flag on that one. It was just both players have the opportunity to get the ball, and that's all that was. Just pretty good defense. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. 2 backs in the gun with the quarterback, offset to each side. Fakes the handoff, picks up a couple extra blockers, looking to roll, and he is obviously immobile. Good pass down the field, rolls just enough to his right to get some breathing room, passes ahead to J.D. Maddox for a Blue Devil first down of the night for the Blue Devils on the Carnegie 36, just the other side of the 36-yard line.
Cordell's first down of the night.
And you can tell right there, Danny Corbin is not his normal self. That hobbled ankle, he had a high ankle sprain, ended up in the hospital last week. Blue Devils 2 wide left, 1 wide right, puts the ball on the ground. Just throw it away, son. Now he just finds a seat and, takes the seat. And he took a slide, and here's the coaches. They're upset again because when the quarterback slides, it is to protect himself. And he got hit after he took the slide. And you're not allowed to even touch him then. So you've got some – and now, in all fairness, this crew, what we do know is this crew has not worked together very much, at all this year. And so it's 2nd down and 7. The ball got mishandled. Corbin's not his normal self with a high ankle sprain, so he's not near as mobile as he normally is. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Low snap. Went from bad to worse. Went under his ankle, went between his legs, and then he just had to fall on it. He's just not himself. Be 3rd down and about 25, if I've got this right. Actually, they've actually 2 yards further back than they started the possession. And one was a mishandled handoff. The other one was a mishandled snap.
Yeah, they started on the Carnegie 49 and then moved back to the Cordell 49. So
2 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Gage Miller in the backfield with Corbin. Set directly behind him. High snap. Miller picks up the block. Corbin throws the ball up and intercepted at the 35. And there's a late flag. That's going to be a late hit on the play. And
there's a flag in the backfield right here.
It's either going to be a hold or a late hit on the quarterback.
I'm not sure what you're going to call there. It could go either way on that end.
Yeah, I think Whitehat's given the signal for holding.
So that could all come back and go from there.
It's going to be an interception. Holding against the Blue Devils, they're going to decline that and take the interception at the 36, 37-yard line. Holding against the Blue Devils, decline. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 37-yard line.
Okay, with 2:27.
2:27 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 21-0. And they need a little bit of a spark. They need a Red Bull or something. This is the first time this year. They've had some difficulties this year. But this is the first time this year I've seen them deflated. You can look at the body language and you can look at their responses, and they're just pretty distraught about how this game has started.
There's not a lot of gas in the tank right now.
Yeah. Wishbone formation, 1 wide to the right, handoff to the second man through, crunching back to the middle. He finds a little bit of a lane, running hard, brought down after about a 6-yard gain. And when you tackle somebody 6 yards down the field, you don't have much to say. Just get up and keep on moving.
Keep moving, and even if you have to step over them, don't smile too much.
Yeah, 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats. And on the other side of the ball, when everything's going your way, you play with a lot of confidence, and things tend to go your way more.
You bet. You can smile and jump up and down and hoot and holler, and everything goes good. So
2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats. Wishbone formation, split wide to the left. Handoff, second man through to the other side. They bring contain, and they stack them up in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss. Matter of fact, they're only going to get them for 3-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd down and we'll call it a strong 5 Blue Devils with the chance to get the Wildcats off the field here with a solid play on defense. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 21-0. Getting them off the field might be that spark they need.
Well, the defense has shined, and these young men have played good offense and defense all year long, even without the lead in their pocket here. So,
one lined up wide left. Blue Devils jump off sides again, and they will give up a first down.
Yep. So, okay, we might have leaned too far.
He was behind the tackle.
Well, I thought maybe he was trying to say the tackle flinched or moved, but it didn't happen. So.
No, and when you had them teed up, ready to go on one, Wildcats go on two, Blue Devils win on one. That's an offsides every time. 1st and 10 Wildcats getting the first down the old-fashioned way.
Giving it to them.
Ball on the 48-yard line. Their own 48 for Carnegie. Hand off the first man through. Pushes his way down and stacked up finally after about a 4-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 6, running off that right side. And got some district games on tap tonight for our area. We got not Cashin's not one of them, but Cashin's up. Sayre is not, but they're losing 8-6 to Hooker. Moving down to, I'm trying to find the
Apaches at Hobart, I think you said.
16-0 Apache right now over Hobart. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. I believe the Wildcats, well, they're going to come to the line. Let's see if they run this play. 3 seconds on the clock. One wide left, wishbone formation. They run the snap, hand it off straight up the middle. He is stacked up 4 yards down the field. It might bring up 3rd and short to begin the new quarter. Let's see where they're going to spot him. They're going to spot him 3rd down, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 when we come back for the second quarter. After the end of one quarter, Blue Devils on the bad end of this one, trailing the Carnegie Wildcats 21-0 on homecoming night. You're listening to 106.9 FM. You can also pick us up on Facebook on 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn in Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org. and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
All right, we're back to begin the second quarter. Blue Devils with a slow start this evening. Trail 21-0 and had the ball twice and haven't done just a whole lot with it. Moved the ball pretty good on their second possession and then were plagued by a couple of fumbles that they've recovered themselves, but behind the line of scrimmage. And so Carnegie gets the ball back on 3rd down after an interception, which basically acted like a punt and put them down deep in their own territory. So 12 minutes to go, very beginning of the second quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 21-0. Wildcats break the huddle, one wide to the right, everybody else in the wishbone formation. Quarterback under center, takes the snap, hands off to the right, fullback again. That's 3 plays in a row they've handed off to the fullback, off to the right side, and there's a flag at the end. Don't know what that one's about. At the end of the play, flag flies in late. And they're going to call that one on the Blue Devils too. And there's another one. This is the official showing who's boss. Kid's walking off the field, and kid was complaining, and evidently Mr. Official didn't like what was said, and he threw in another flag. So that's going to be a 30-yard penalty.
Well, sometimes it's getting a little frustrating whenever nothing seems to go your way. So.
Yeah, well, when you have a slow start like that and you got young players, that's just kind of how it works. So they bring the player back on the field. So I don't really exactly know what they're going to do right here. Probably 2 flags on the field that probably could have been kept in a pocket.
Still talking it over, so now they're going to give some signals.
Okay, I think that they're going to call it unsport. Did they call one against Carnegie as well? Because that first signal, he pointed towards Carnegie. He may not have meant it, but the first thing he did was point towards Carnegie.
Right.
But it looks as though this is about to be a 30-yard penalty for a personal foul and then an unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's 10. There's 15. A little over 15.
All right, so one of them, they backed off of one of them, which is to the Blue Devils' benefit. So it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats from the Blue Devil 18. Blue Devils with mostly self-inflicted wounds this half so far. Wishbone formation, quarterback under center, 1 wide to the right, handoff, second man threw off to the left side, stacked up just beyond the line of scrimmage, maybe a couple yards past, and driven backwards after a 2-yard gain, brings it up 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Well, when you look at it, the defense has really stepped up and doing some good things, but you're in the hole 21 points when you start doing that. So
yeah, you got to be able to flip that script all the way around. 11:24 to go in the half. Wildcats on the drive. We got a 2nd and 7 here. Wishbone formation, quarterback under center. 1 wide to the right. Takes the snap, hands off. Second man through, finds a lane and plows over a Blue Devil going into the end zone. And that's another touchdown for the Wildcats. They go up 27-0 with 11:08 to go in the half. And here we get that offset formation. They're going to come right back to the extra point attempt. It was a bad snap the last time, and the holder did an amazing job getting it placed for the kicker. There's the snap, good snap this time, straight up, and had a perfect snap and a bad kick. Last time was a bad snap and a decent kick, and this time the other way around, no good. Blue Devils trail this one 27-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone. We'll be right back.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
All right, we're back here. 11:08 to go in the half. Blue Devils on the wrong end of a whooping right now. 27-0. Still in the first half. Been their own worst enemy. Let's see if they can reverse the course. They've adjusted their kick coverage to cover that short kick. And we'll see how things go from here. They fielded it clean the last time and had a good run back. In fact, they got it across the 50. Best kick of the night for Carnegie. Blue Devils fielded at the 30. Breaks it up to the right side down to about the 40. Be Blue Devil football 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Maybe they're going to back them up a yard. They're trying to figure it out here. One guy coming across the field trying to get the line on it.
He's one on this side said it's about the 39.
Yeah, 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from their own 39, so pretty good starting position. A little bit of difficulty for the Blue Devils right now. They're banged up at the quarterback position. In fact, their first-string quarterback, Danny Corbin's got a high ankle sprain, and that just wreaks havoc on your mobility. Second-string quarterback is also your starting wideout. So Blue Devils come out in the diamond formation. Quarterback in the gun. Handoff to Miller. It looks like running style from here. Can't confirm a number from this distance, but just the size and running style. Miller barrels out of bounds on the far side. Let's see where they're going to give him for a spot. Looks like just back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he ran a lot further than that to me, but it could have been out of bounds.
They're going to give him the 40, so a yard, almost a yard gain.
Gave him a fat football. Blue Devils they've got one completed pass for a first down, so they're dealing with one first down on the evening so far. Blue Devils break the huddle, a little bit of confusion, asking what the play is again. Wide out comes far left. Diamond formation. Quarterback in the gun. Takes the snap. And they're going to get him on a false start because everybody else moved on the snap except the center. Center was the only one off. And it looks like he had the play he wanted. He had the wide out one-on-one here on a quarterback by himself with no safety help. And if you're going to throw a pass deep, that's what you want. Blue Devils lose 5. They'll bring up second down and 14 and a half. Winds the clock. Blue Devils step into the huddle. Going to get the play call here. It's been all Wildcats early with a few good breaks and then some help from the Blue Devil side of the football. One wide left for the Blue Devils. 2 come out. One slot left, one wide left. One wide right. 2 backs. There's the snap. Good snap. Corbin looking to throw. Looking deep down the field. He's got a man if he can get it behind there. And it's caught down by the 30-yard line. Blue Devils are in business on the Carnegie 31, first down. They gave him enough time to throw, and the defender got just beyond the receiver got just beyond the defender, and that's a long first down for the Blue Devils. 9:43 to go in the first half, and the Blue Devils are in business on the Wildcats side of the field.
At the 32 is where they mark it.
Now, if I'm a guessing man, and I am a guessing man, I didn't say I was always right. I just say I am a guessing man. They got 2 coming wide to the left here, 1 wide right. I'm betting we see a Gage Miller run right here. Nope, bad snap. Don't tell him what we get. Flings it out far. Oh, good throwaway. Good decision there to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
If he'd have tried to fit that in there, that defender, if he'd have caught it, he'd have been running the other way for another Carnegie touchdown.
Right, and you can tell with Danny Corbin, he's slow to move, and it's hard for him to move, but he made the wise decision to launch it out of bounds.
I just threw that one away. And, you've got a young man with 2 full games experience. We're in Game 5. He played the first full game, played a half in the second game, missed the third game, played a half in the last game. He's played 2 full games at starting quarterback. Timeout, Blue Devils, and we'll go to break really quickly. You're listening to 106.9 FM or 107 The Zone on Facebook.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
All right, Blue Devils have the football, 2nd and 10. Good play throwing the ball away, actually, that time. There's nobody open. It was a low snap. 2 wide to the right. No, we got trips to the right, 1 left. Looking to throw. Gage Miller stand back to back, and Corbin's under pressure, was hit from behind. They're going to call that a fumble and not a forward pass. There's a scrounge for the football underneath, and the referee's right down there with him trying to figure out who's got the football. And he says Wildcat football. And Corbin comes up hobbling again. He was hit from behind right as he's getting ready to release. No forward motion in his arm. If there would have been, it would have been an incomplete pass. They got him before he threw it. And that'll be a turnover for the Blue Devils. The second one of tonight on the Wildcat 40. Wildcats have the ball to start from right there. Blue Devil threatened and then faded out. 1st and 10 Wildcats.
With 9:11 left in this first half of play, it's Carnegie 27. Cordell has yet to score. But sign up for your kick for cash.
Sign up for the kick for cash. Now, I don't know what it's going to do you. I bought the winning ticket already. No, I'm kidding.
But we know you can't kick.
No, I can't kick, so Martin's money is safe with me. Run off the left side. He tried to cut it back to the right. Nothing but the defenders waiting there for him. After about a 3.5, 4-yard gain, bring up second down, and let's see where they end up with the down marker. Looks like it's going to be a long 6 to me from where the line judge is, and I'm thinking that's just about right. A long 6, second and long. The Blue Devils have got him in the 3rd and 4th down a couple of times tonight, and then given up a mental error penalty and giving up first downs. Wishbone formation, hand off to the second man through, has a lane. He slowed down, but the ball's on the ground, but he fell right back on it. That is just the kind of luck the Blue Devils are having tonight. He coughed up the football just about a yard short of the first down, but in bringing him down, the defender brought him down right on the ball. I mean, it couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, J.D. Maddox did a good tackle on that one too, so.
They're going to bring out the chains to measure, and they gave him a very good spot. As he was down a full yard. In fact, he recovered the fumble a full yard behind where they have the ball spotted. And but White Hat's going to bring the chains out to measure.
We haven't had a lot of measurements this year.
Have not had a lot of measurements this year.
I think this might be the second one they've done. So I want to remind everybody, Tuesday night the junior high, is it Monday night or Tuesday night, junior high goes to Burns Flat. And then next Friday, we travel to Apache.
All right. Second, it's going to bring up 3rd down and the length of a football. And, normally Dudley would say something like, 3rd and a crappie. Well, this week he was out trout fishing, so it's 3rd and a trout.
3rd and trout, pretty nice trout. My trout was bigger than that. So.
Third and a pretty nice trout. Wishbone formation, quarterback under center. One man lined up wide to the right. Everybody looking to the sideline for Carnegie. There it is. He's going to hit the ball's on the ground again and back in deep in the backfield. That's 2 times this drive. The ball's been put on the ground, and a Wildcat fell right on top of it. That's going to bring up 4th down and about a yard. Full yard. And now, from where the down marker's at, they're going to have a full 2.5, 3 yards. So that worked out pretty good for the Blue Devils. Just a bad exchange on the handoff, and it goes to the ground. Let's see what Carnegie tries to do. They've pretty much had their way on 3rd and 4th and go on 2. Blue Devils have jumped off sides twice to give them the first down. And there's they got lucky. They got a timeout. Carnegie calls the timeout. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone. We'll be right back.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
All right, we are at 4th down, and it looks like a long 2. And the most successful play of the night in this situation for Carnegie has been go on 2, but it looks like they are in punt formation. We'll see what they do. Their most athletic kid is kicking the football, so if they went for it, if it's not defended well, like the edges, if the edges aren't defended well,
Coach Gilmore's sending somebody deep to receive a punt right here. So
White Hat is coming over, trying to explain something here. He had an explanation for one coach, and now he's got an explanation for another coach. And that's a long way to run. That's 60 yards across the field.
Good exercise.
Good exercise. He's getting his workout in tonight.
That's why they worked late the other night, getting it all mowed and striped and cleaned up. Did a good job getting the field ready for this game. So.
Field looks good for tonight's ball game. Punt formation for the Wildcats. One back deep for the Blue Devils. There's a snap, high snap. Gets it away, though, no pressure. Good kick deep down the left side of the field. Blue Devils looking to just let it go and let it bounce. Ball rolls, takes a Wildcat bounce, and rolls out of bounds right around. It's looking like right out the 20 from right where they're at. Let's see where they end up spotting it. Blue Devil football. Blue Devils hold that time. 2 fumbles on the drive by the Wildcats that stalled that drive out. Going to bring up 1st and 10 from on the far side of the field. It looks like right at the 20 to me, Dudley.
Pretty close to it.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's where the official's standing. So
Blue Devils have had 2 complete passes tonight for good gains. Haven't had any positive rushing yardage. 3 come wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 1 wide right. Single setback in the gun behind Corbin. He's looking to pass all the way. He's under some pressure now, steps up into the pocket and is sacked. Not quite enough time.
He was looking, and then under pressure, he knew he had to get up and do something. So
brings up 2nd down and looks like about 7 to me. And that's probably about as mobile as he's going to get tonight just because of the high ankle sprain.
Well, when you see him going on and off the field, you can tell he's limping pretty good. But he's such a baller. He's going to be out there if there's any way he can. So.
He's going to get out there and compete. 6:35 to go in the half. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right. Gage Miller in the backfield for an extra blocker. Deep pass to the outside, and somebody ran the wrong route.
Yep.
You had one. Yeah, it looks to me like this outside receiver who ran deep was supposed to cut out because that's where he threw the football.
You had a down and out or down and stop, and then you're going deep, and it went to a down and out, but there's nobody running that pattern. So.
And by the way the coach is talking to him going back to the huddle, I think that's our assessment may be right.
We'll all agree on that one then, no problem.
Yeah, 3rd down and long for the Blue Devils. Looks like 16. 6:26 to go in the half. It's been all Wildcats early and often for tonight's ball game. Blue Devils come to the line, 2 wide to the left. 2 go wide right. Corbin waiting on them to get lined up, and we either call the timeout because clock ran down. Okay, we did get the timeout before the delay of game.
Right.
We'll stay here this go around and just kind of finish up then. Did you, by any chance, catch who won homecoming? We can build up to it.
Homecoming.
2022. Let's talk about the floats first. Who won the float competition this year?
You got to see the floats.
I did get to see the floats.
I tell you what was your pick for float winner right here?
You know, I did like whichever class it was that had the KISS band on it because that's kind of late 70s, early 80s is my time frame.
Well, 3rd place float went to the junior class.
Junior class.
Okay. 2nd place float went to the senior class.
So who's left?
Sophomores.
Sophomore wins the float competition. We'll talk about the homecoming queen after we get.
I can tell you. I'll give you your candidates.
Go ahead, give us our candidates.
Okay, you got senior Tristan Reimer, junior Carly Banks, and sophomore Britton Shields are your candidates for homecoming queen.
My goodness. I remember when all those kids were really little. Blue Devils break the huddle. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right, single setback, offset in the gun, looking to throw. He's trying to mobilize right now. He's got nowhere to go. Puts it up down the middle of the field. Receiver comes back for it, knocked down by his own guy, and that
gets out to the 28 or 29.
Yeah. If he'd have kept trusting his speed to that edge, he could have got the 1st down marker, but he tried to cut up field and got hit by his own guy.
He's not supposed to be running, basically. And the more he ran, the easier it got for him, but he's paying for it now. So.
4th and 2. Blue Devils are going to go for it, which you're down 27-0. Hey, why not? Roll the dice. You're dinged up and hurting a little bit. 27-zip. Let's see if they go on 2. He's counting down to 10, 7. There's the snap. Swings it to the right. Got to break one tackle, and he gets bombed up to the 30-35. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Good swing pass to the outside, and good individual effort by J.D. Maddox. When you put a receiver one-on-one with the defensive back. The receiver's got to make a play because he didn't have a lead blocker. Maddox bounces to the outside. Good first down around the 30. They're going to give him about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Good gamble right there, Coach. 5:32 to go in the half. He got out of bounds, so it stopped the clock. 3 go wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Single setback in the gun, stacked behind the quarterback. There's the snap, low and hard. Got some pressure. Oh, no, they blew it dead, and they're going to call it false start against the Blue Devils.
Well, we had 3 receivers moving on the right side because they weren't lined up and set up yet when the ball was snapped. So.
And Mr. Side Judge over there was getting an earful from the Carnegie coach about it, but can't blame him, It is what it is.
Well, the fact of the matter, if I can see that,
yeah,
I know they should see it.
Yeah, they should. But you notice, Dudley, a lot of these officials these days are about our age, and they probably see just about as well as we do. 5:31 to go in the half. Blue Devils, with the penalty, have 1st and 15 from their own 32-yard line. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Fake the swing pass, and that was a pump and go. Now he's looking deep for him, and he stopped his route. He stopped his route. Receiver, you got to keep going. You got. Quarterback's throwing the ball to where you're going. You got to keep running your route there if you're going to get the football to you, or you end up not getting trusted. So that's a long incompletion. 2nd down and 15.
But it looked good. Had a good pattern on it, and a little give and go, and now we know they're bringing in the play from the sideline right here. So.
All right. Got a few more guys. 12, 13, 14, 15. Suited up 16 tonight. 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Handoff straight up the middle, right off the right side, and drugged down from behind before he could get a head of steam going. About a 5.5-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Good play call, as they certainly were not looking for it. Corbin hobbling around out there. I imagine that ankle will get iced at halftime.
Yeah.
1 already wide to the left for the Blue Devils. He knows what he's doing at least. He knows his play assignment on this one. 2 backs offset with Corbin in the backfield in the gun. 2 wide to the right. There's a snap. Looking to throw. He's got one-on-one coverage. He's going to fling it as deep as he can across the middle and just out-throws his receiver. Down, intercepted, and down at the 15 for the Wildcats. Now, you throw a ball that deep and it's intercepted and they're tackled, that's just every bit, if not better than a punt sometimes. That was 3rd and 9. So Carnegie has the football on their own 15 with 4:39 to go. Let's see if they pull anything out of the hat. They've been pretty conservative tonight on their play calling, running off tackle and right up the middle.
I think they'll be conservative right now with a 28-0, 27-0 lead.
She's doing a really good job trying to be quiet walking behind us.
She wants to.
She's been the quiet. Yeah, she's been the quietest one so far all season. She's done a good job.
Did you have a birthday the other day? No. Okay.
Wildcats come out in the wishbone formation. Handoff, cut back by the fullback. He handed off to the left side, and he cut back across the middle. About a 4-yard gain. No, about a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Expect them to speed up the tempo here, just especially if they get a 1st down. Taking their time at the moment. 4:18 to go in the game. They lead this one 27-0. 2nd down is a long 7. 1 wide left. Backs in the wishbone. Hand off to the 3rd man. Trying to get that edge and nothing doing. Ran that stretch, and he just dropped for a loss, or pretty close to he's only getting the line of scrimmage. Matter of fact, he lost a yard on that play. Yeah. Bring up 3rd down and 8 from the Blue Devil 16-yard line. Carnegie 16-yard line. Good defense there. They try to run that stretch play and get the lane, and Blue Devils held contain on the outside and brought the pursuit from the inside, and he is tackled for a 1-yard loss.
I want to remind you, go buy a ticket so you can kick for cash here at halftime.
Go buy a ticket to kick for cash. $100 prize this week.
You bet.
Now, I like I said, you're going to have to pay me $200 to kick in front of people. Wishbone formation for the Wildcats, and there's the flag. That's going to be delay of game on the Wildcats. And that'll stop the clock, which probably isn't exactly what they wanted to do, because with the penalty, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. The Blue Devils hold them here. They can call a timeout, which I believe they have. Have they burned through all of their timeouts? They burned through all of their timeouts. Never mind. Okay. So the Blue Devils can't stop the clock. If you run the ball, the clock will continue to run. If you throw the ball and it's incomplete, you stop the clock for the Blue Devils and have to kick to them. And will most likely give them a short field if you do. So those are the possibilities. 1 wide to the right. Running back's in the wishbone formation. Quarterback under center. He's going to roll to his left, looking to pass deep. He's got a man on the left side. Blue Devils undercut it and batted away.
Good pass defense right there.
Now, he had good defense. He undercut the football. It was a good concept. They rolled the route away from the coverage and then rolled the quarterback that direction as well, so he didn't have to throw in to a crowd. He had one-on-one coverage to the outside. Ball would look good, but just a better defensive play by the Blue Devils.
And I think it was J.D. that got over there and knocked that pass away. He had to jump high.
Oh, man. Okay. Low kick, low line drive, and, he should have fielded that. Get away from it, kid. Holy cow.
Why would you run?
Why would you do that?
Okay, you're learning.
You're
learning.
Yeah, he stood over. I thought he was going to try to down it for a minute because I've seen that in the game once or twice before.
But you don't touch it.
Don't touch it, not unless you're going to pick it up and run with it. And, in fact, I was thinking about that game earlier this year. I was watching a few years back when I was a kid. Spyro and Sapulpa, 2 rounds deep into the playoffs. Spyro is dominating a better Sapulpa football team. In a special teams error, downing a football when it shouldn't have been touched, Sapulpa recovers, scores, and momentum shifts in the game. Sapulpa wins the playoff game. All over a little miscue.
Yeah, it's amazing what can happen. And somebody thinks that right on the spur of the moment and going, well, should I do this? And then they try it, and then maybe they shouldn't have. So.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't have. 1st and 10, Blue Devils from their own 45. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. There's another one out there. Low snap, and he just has to sit on it. Couldn't get, and there's the flag. They're gonna bring in the flag.
He went down, and they just landed on him.
Yeah.
Took 2 or 3 steps to get there to land on him. So.
Yeah, and an already injured quarterback at that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be close to 1st down yardage after the penalty is assessed.
Moves back to the 40s where he landed, and then they'll walk off the penalty after that. So.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Wildcats.
So, yeah, he was laying there on the 40, so they'll mark it off from that point.
Let's see, and it's not an automatic 1st down anymore. It's got to be the yardage to get you there. And, oh, my goodness, they're going to bring up your short crappie short of a 1st down. It's going to be 1st down and about 8 inches. Blue Devils with the football, moving to the west. 3 go wide to the right for the Blue Devils. One of them didn't know his play. There he goes. He's been informed now. 1 wide left, looking to throw left all the way. Got to get ready. Throws it ahead of him, and there's a receiver in the area. No good. Dangerous play, but he didn't take the sack. He's just not himself tonight. And
there's a hook shot pass.
Yeah, a hook shot pass just to get the incompletion and not take the sack. And there comes a flag. There was a receiver right there. That can't be a intentional grounding. There was a receiver right there. It went across. He was outside the tackle box. It went across the line of scrimmage in the direction of a receiver. That can't be.
Unless somebody was blocking right there that shouldn't have been.
Now, they can't get him a hold, but it can't be an intentional grounding.
Coming over to check.
Yeah, he's outside the tackle box. And he is left-handed. So, I mean, it's a natural. They're going to get an eligible man downfield.
Okay.
Or something. I'm not sure what that is. Probably didn't need to be a flag, though. 2:35 to go in the half.
15 yards. It's going back from the.
Whoa.
Big one.
Well, that's definitely. Wow. From the spot, it was a spot foul. So now it's instead of 1st and 8, it is 1st and 15, right back to where they started. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Can't field the snap cleanly again, and recovered by the Wildcats.
Danny Corbin went down to try to hang on to it, but it looks like it's going to be Wildcat ball.
Yeah, that's definitely Wildcat football on the fumble on the snap.
With 2:29 left in this first half of play.
So Wildcats are in business. They've got it's not a big play offense, but they've only got 37 yards to go.
And Carnegie leads 27-0 here, nearing the end of the first half of play.
Right there. Just a reminder, we had homecoming, so the sophomores won the float festival. Parade was led by the new Cordell ambulance, good-looking vehicle. Purchased by the city of Cordell to serve the city of Cordell. And we're back to football. One wide to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for that edge. And he catches the edge, but pursuit finally gets him out of bounds around, looks to me like the 20. He's going to run him out of bounds around the 23, it looks like, if I'm going by this side judge closest to me. A 23-yard line, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock as well with 2:20 to go in the half. 1st and 10, and they backed it up to about the 24. Blue Devils rotating the player in and the player out. They're trying to get some guys off, and they got an official timeout. Had one a little bit gimped up and let him come off the field on the official's time.
Because there's not much you can do, whirlpool or whatever, to help alleviate that. It takes a few days.
It takes some time. And there's the handoff to the left, and Blue Devils stack it up. Ball's on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it. Another bad exchange. Of course, Cordell's and the one now. The one that matters is the white hat, and he's pointing Cordell's direction. So Blue Devils turn over the Wildcats with 2:06 to go in the half. It'll be Blue Devil football
from the 24-yard line.
Well, if you can get them to do that a few more times tonight,
every little bit helps. 2:06 to go in this first half. Carnegie on top, 27-0. I will tell you that your flower girl was Camber Holland.
Camber Holland, flower girl.
And your crown bearer was Tobias Victory.
Tobias Victory, superintendent's son.
Yes.
There's the snap. Blue Devils handoff. No, fake the handoff. He bounced it to the outside, and nothing doing there. Stacked up behind the line of scrimmage with the clock running at 2:02. Going to be under 2 minutes. When the ball is spotted, Blue Devils come right back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to the sideline for the play call. 2 guys come off, and only 1 guy came on. And they sent the other one back. It's hard enough to play this game with 11 guys, fellas, and we don't want to play it with 10. 1:40 to go in the half. Diamond formation, quarterback in the gun, 1 wide left, 1 wide right. There's the snap. He's going to pitch it to the right. Got a little bit of a cutback lane and then stacked up right about the line of scrimmage. Did not want anything bad to happen just before half. You get the ball back to begin the second half, and maybe you can just kind of wipe the slate clean and start over. 1:15 to go in the half. Carnegie with 2 timeouts. And it all depends on when this gets snapped. You'll have a Cordell punt if they call, especially if they don't get a first down here. Carnegie with 2 timeouts, and they will have a short-ish field, and that's barring a Blue Devil first down. 3 wide to the right, single setback stacked behind the quarterback in the gun. He's looking to pass, has a man to his left, comes back to his right, and just throws it away. Hit as he throws. And that stops the clock with 44 seconds to go in the half, and Blue Devils will be looking to punt after turning over the Wildcats deep in their own territory.
One thing about it, Danny Corbin comes off the field. He's pretty good speed, but he's limping as he does.
Yeah, tough kid. He's had a few things not exactly go his way this year as far as injuries go, but he's had to tough it out all year. Wildcats looking to field this punt inside the 50. Here we go with the snap. Kick away, low line drive, bounces on the 49 and continues to roll down to about he touched it first at the 46. So Carnegie With 34 seconds to go in the half, will have the ball on their own 44-yard line, almost the 45. Thomas trailing Fairview 42-6 at the half, or late second quarter. Burns Flat trailing Moreland 6-0. And Snyder trailing Empire 6-0. Sayre trailing Hooker 30-6. Merritt down to Texhoma 19-13. Minko 26, Watonga 6. Boone Apache 24 and Hobart 0. Mangum trailing Walters 16-7. Local scores for you. Hand off to the third man through right up the middle. Has a lane, but brought down just at the last possible moment. Linebacker came across, got his arms around the waist. If not for that tackle, he's going to bounce his head off the goalpost.
You bet he was looking downfield and thought I got this made.
Yeah.
Till somebody drug him down from behind.
15 seconds to go in the half. And we may not get another snap this half. And they're coming off the field. Well, they were coming off the field. Coach waved them back on.
You stay on there and act like you're going to play. So 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll be the half. Blue Devils on the wrong end of a one-sided ball game at the moment, but we got to get the ball first coming back in the second half. Blue Devils trail this one on homecoming night, 27-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM, and on Facebook you can watch us on 107 The Zone. We'll be back after the half.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai. Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Your farmer's insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your farmer's insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Welcome back to Blue Devil Field. It's halftime for the Cordell Blue Devils and the Carnegie Wildcats here on homecoming night 2022. Homecoming, like I said, and we've had an amazing day. Let's put it that way. It's been a good week all the way around. All the kids have been working on floats. Floats turned out really good. They look good. And then we had a good parade this afternoon, which they gathered at 1 o'clock, and it started shortly after that today. But like I said, one of the events of the week was dress like your favorite teacher. One of the events was you can bring anything to school you want to except a backpack, and everybody carries a backpack anymore. So you saw baby carriages, you saw strollers, you saw anything you can imagine, and they did that. So then on top of that, they was trying to build your floats all night long, all week long. So that made for an interesting get-together right there. Your senior escorts for homecoming, J.D. Maddox, Cooper Campbell, and Aiden Mittendorf. Your candidates again, sophomore Britton Shields, junior Carly Banks, and senior Tristan Reimer. So then, like I said, Camber Holland was your flower girl. Tobias Victory was the crown bearer. And they all looked really good in the parade today. They looked good when they came in tonight as they introduced all the candidates and talked about them and the things that lead up to homecoming. So there was a good event before the ball game, which started a little after 6 this evening. So they got all the coronation and stuff right there. But sophomore class won the float competition. Seniors were second and juniors were third. But your homecoming queen for 2022 was junior Miss Carly Banks, and she good kid, good hard worker. I see her quite often down at Mike's Meats, and so she's in there, and she's your homecoming queen. Good job. So Tristan Reimer and Britton Shields are your attendants. Your senior Tristan Reimer and sophomore Britton Shields were the attendants. But Carly Banks is your homecoming queen for 2022. Just a reminder, this next week, Cordell Junior High will go to Burns Flat for a event. Their game will be, I believe that's Monday night. And I didn't look at my schedule real close before I was doing that, but we're getting ready to have the kick for cash right here. So they started this thing on the homecoming, on the games here at Cordell, so you can get out and appreciate that and enjoy that. So I haven't heard them announce who the kicker is for the kick for cash. Who won the kick for cash, Mike? Did you do it? Who?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Okay. Let's see. He's going to line the ball up on the 15-yard line.
That's a 25-yard field goal.
That's right. Just a good kick and through the uprights, he can make $100 off this. Every home ball game, they're going to have a kick for cash.
He's overthinking it. You're not a kicker.
Yeah, Says, what kind of shoe you got on? You got on kicking shoes tonight? Here's the approach, the kick. It's up, and it's good. It's good. Yes, There you go. Kick for cash. There's $100 right there, so we appreciate that. Good fundraiser right here. They're still in selling all kinds of the booster clubs, still selling all kinds of good stuff down here in the main corridor down here. So you can buy cushions, you can buy fingers to wave for number one, and several other things right here. So go by and avail yourself of that opportunity. Kick for cash was good, so that's $100 right there that you can win. Next home ball game for the Cordell Blue Devils, like I said, we're going to travel to Apache next Friday night. Then after that, we'll be home for Hobart and Mangum, then on the road to Snyder, and then at home for Walters. So this is the second home ball game for the Cordell Blue Devils, and so we've got 3 more, but we're going to be away twice and then home for 3. So 3 out of 5 will be at home. So the Blue Devils have been down there and had a good meeting with Coach. And you got to say and tell Coach Cody Gilmore and Vaughn Blankenship and Buddy Holman, congratulations. They've been working hard. They're getting a lot of production out of these young men. It's just the breaks have not gone the way you would like for them to. So a lot of things right. It's just Cordell comes up a little bit short here at halftime tonight, 27-0. We're going to go back and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Blue Devil football right here on The Zone.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of Western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org and find them on Facebook.
All right, we're back here. Both teams finished warming up. fresh set of 12 minutes on the clock going for the third quarter. Blue Devils on the short end of this one thus far, 27-0. But hey, anything can happen.
All you got to do is get in gear and go the right direction.
Yeah.
We get the ball to start off the second half.
Get the ball, and we will receive
from on the east end headed west. Isn't that right? Or are we going to be back on the west end?
We should be back on the west end heading east because it rotates every quarter.
Right.
We shall see. The officials are the only ones on the field, and they'll get traffic pointed in the right direction here in just a second. Blue Devils still on the sideline. They will receive. I'm sure they'll be ready to receive the kick short. This kid hadn't kicked the ball deep all night.
And he's kicked it different directions. There's a lot of things got to happen for these to have these ball games. Mike Laird is on the PA announcer, and Mike Owsley is on the clock. He runs the time clock and the game clock. So there's a lot to do there. Quentin Giblett has his crew over there running the chain crew and the down marker, doing a good job. We always have to have an ambulance crew, and I was talking to the field crew. That was
you know what else you got to have, don't you? You got to have a concession stand.
Oh, that's
I mean,
automatic.
you can't have a football game without a concession stand. The Ogles and the teachers run the concession stand down there for all these many years. I do need you to sign a petition that he serves coffee year-round, but I haven't been able to get traction with that one just yet. Carnegie ready to kick. Blue Devils back to receive. They will be headed west. Looking to field a kick short. His deepest kick of the night, fielded at the 20. Running up the right side, trying to find the lane, and he is brought down just over the 30. There's a flag on the play.
That looks like it could be a face mask flag the way that happens there.
Yeah, either face mask or a block in the back.
Yeah, and there's a jumble of crowd over there, so you really can't tell who's doing what.
And they're going to get him on the block in the back, right over on the 30-yard line.
Go down there. Keep going through the next door. So.
Yeah, holding against the Blue Devils, and the only good thing about a holding penalty on the kickoff is it doesn't count against the 10 yards. you just get the spot foul, and it's 1st and 10 from wherever the ball ends up. Ball's going to be on the 21-yard line is where we have it. Diamond formation, quarterback in the gun, one wide left, one wide right, looking to throw the whole way. He's trying to find his man out there, and he just kind of throws it away.
There's 3 big white jerseys coming at him, so
yeah,
Danny did a good job getting rid of it. So
hang on.
Yep. And as we're here, right here, getting ready for that incomplete pass. So as you come up here, Carnegie gets back to the line of scrimmage defensively, and they're running a 4-man front defensively. Then Cordell comes to the line of scrimmage with their split left, split right, and 2 in the backfield, 3 in the backfield.
There's a handoff straight up the middle to the last man through the hole. He gets ahead to about, they're going to give him a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Blue Devils coming up. Had a whole lot of excitement going on at the door here.
Somebody's trying to get somebody number lined up because we got a number 8 on there. You got the number 8 last week.
And was, Taylor. Hoot Taylor's son.
Okay.
And it's not on this week's.
They made all these up, and we may not see it for a while.
And that is 1 wide to the left. No, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Single setback in the gun behind the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. He's there for pass protection, rolling to his left. Has a man. Oh, just sailed it on him. And when you can't plant that throwing leg, you can't get the ball down. And
he said, I've got somebody wide open here if I can get it to him. And it was to him, but just a little beyond him also.
Yeah, just a little bit beyond. But when you can't plant that leg, that ball could end up anywhere. 4th and long for the Blue Devils. 4th and solid 8. Blue Devils will line up to punt.
Time to punt it away. 10:57 left in this third period of play.
And punting has been kind of interesting for us this year. We've had a couple of high snaps, and
When you snap it over your punter,
that the punter didn't have a chance at. And oh my goodness, on cue.
You called it.
I called it. He just kick it out of the back. There you go. Cover it up for a safety. That ball sailed 3 yards over his head.
If he was wearing stilts, he couldn't have caught that.
If he'd had a pogo stick, he couldn't have caught that one. Safety. So what'll end up happening here is a free kick. And on a free kick after a safety, the kicking team has the option to use a kicking tee or punt it. And that's why it's called a free kick.
Right.
So you'll get to kick it from your own 20, and it'll be just like a punt or a kickoff. Well, everybody will line up in a basic kickoff formation.
What did they do? Get a little timeout on the field there to talk it over a little bit? So
no, it's just change possession.
Okay. I got a note from Chad said move the camera. Okay, I'm doing 3 other things here, but I'll get it moved over here in just a second. So somebody called in, or he could probably watch it from there. So
all right then. Had a couple of scores from earlier, trying to get those pulled back up with the signal. And I think they are going to choose. I'm trying to see who's got the ball. Gage Miller has the ball. He's placing a tee. He's going to kick it from a tee.
He'll set it on the 20 and go from there. So,
and my phone is telling me we're having a connection problem, and I got like all full bars.
Oh, and that makes it 29-0. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 29.
Yep.
All right, so how this works, it's just like a kickoff. Carnegie will have the ball.
Let's see how far he can kick it here on a kickoff.
Good line drive kick. Kicks the receiver. It's back to the Carnegie 25. He tries to cut it up the other side and has a lane, and there's a penalty. Doesn't matter how far he runs, it's going to come back. He's going to hit his head on the goalpost and be tired when it's all said and done, but it's coming all the way back.
Yeah, big flag back here. So
yeah, they're celebrating and jumping up and down, but no need.
Great kickoff for a return to go to the end zone, but no points this time.
Yeah. And so Mr. Whitehat's still all the way back here. He's going to call a hold against the Wildcats back around the 36-yard line. And I believe that's a spot foul. I don't think they'll back it up 10 from there, but I could be incorrect on that. It's not like I've not been incorrect before.
There's first for everything.
That's right. Now, my wife, she's the one that's always right.
Well, you understand that,
yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. So. Okay, now I was incorrect. It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and it's going to back them up all the way to the 26-yard line. No score on the touchdown return.
And that'll move them back to the 25-yard line,
26-yard line. Field's in pretty good condition. They got it all mowed. I was out walking around the track the other night. Noticed they got it all mowed down and repainted. And
yeah, Buddy said they were out here late Wednesday night doing it. He said, I was so tired I couldn't see straight, but we got it all painted. So.
Well, that would explain the crooked lines if you couldn't. I'm kidding. If it looks just fine. That was just too easy. One wide to the right. Running backs in a wishbone formation. Quarterback under center. Going to hand it the second man through. He's met in the backfield, but they couldn't quite wrangle him down. He weaves his way for about a 2.5-yard gain. And I'll bring up second down, and we'll call it a strong 7. Well, let's call it a strong 6 because they gave him a pretty good spot, moved him up to the 39-yard line from the 26 to the 39. That's only 3 yards. I'm just looking at the down marker, and just from where the ball is and where the down marker is, it looks like the down marker is just a little bit ahead of where it should be.
Well, you got to figure Quentin might be on that, so you're not sure whatever Quentin does. We helped to get him started on that years ago. So.
All right. One wide to the left. Wishbone formation. Ball squirted out. It's a ball. Oh, no. They're calling it no play. Flag flew as false start. back them up 5 yards. It's going to be second down and about 11 once they finish marking those yards off.
That's okay. Move them back. Move them forward.
Move them back.
Run that clock a little bit.
9:56 to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils trailing this one 29-0. Snap over the punter's head opened up the second half for the Blue Devils. So second down, and I'm going to call it a 12 yards. That's what it looks like to me. And Carnegie breaks the huddle, comes to the line, clock running. Wishbone formation, one man wide to the left. There's the snap. Hand off to the second man through behind lead blockers, but brought down from behind after about a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats. And Blue Devils have a chance to get the Wildcats off the field again.
You got to love it. The defense has really stepped up and played strong right here. They've done a good job tonight, so I appreciate that. There's no backup. There's no let-up in these Blue Devils.
Well, and again, in small-town football, everybody plays everything. One wide to the right. Wishbone formation. Going to hand off to the right, and he cuts it back left and has a lane, and there's going to be a penalty. It's coming back. It doesn't matter where he gets. Going to call a hold on the play, and it's going to be a spot foul. So it's going to be pretty close to the original line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd down again. He threw that flag almost immediately on the cutback. He handed it off to the left, and Blue Devils stacked it up pretty good there, and there was a lane back to the right, and he cut it back.
There's a flag on the 30-yard line, and there's a flag on the 37-yard line.
I'll take the 30 if it's against the Wildcats. And it may be the same flag, same penalty. They're going to call that hold. They're going to call it from, where are they going to mark it off from? They're marking it off from the 30 instead of the 37, and so it's going to put it all the way back to the 20. Brings up 3rd down and a solid 16, 17 yards for the Wildcats. Blue Devil defense has a chance to get them off the field here. 8:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 29-0. And again, banged up on offense. Your quarterback's hurt, can't hardly field the ball. And your best wideout's dinged up and injured. And there's the snap. He's rolling out. And he's just going to fling it underneath. Ball caught, but falls to the ground immediately. 28-yard line is going to bring up 4th down and a solid 8 yards. And it looks like we'll see the Wildcat punt team. So Blue Devils hold with some help to the penalties.
Punt time for the Carnegie Wildcats here on Homecoming 2022 with Carly Banks, your homecoming queen.
Homecoming queen. Now, Taylor's back to field the punt. We got to see him a little bit last week. Very quick young man. Hadn't played just a ton of football, but a lot of upside to this one. If he fields this ball cleanly, he's got a chance at a good return. Good kick, and they kicked it. He fields it, and he muffles it, but he picks it up and is brought down immediately. Muffed the punt, but he was able to recover it. And so no harm, no foul. So at the 40-yard line, Blue Devils will begin their second drive of the second half. Just dead square on the 40. Blue Devils take the field on offense. If I'm looking correctly here, I think that is J.D. Maddox on the sideline with no shoulder pads.
Well, I was wondering. I'd seen J.D. kind of slow on the sidelines.
Well, he had an injury last week. I stopped to visit both boys who got sent to the hospital on the way out of Duncan last week. And both of them got sent to Duncan Hospital there, one of them with a high ankle sprain, one of them with a concern about a head injury. But, oh, man, too high. Oh, he got it. Miller coming back across the middle. Should have bounced that one outside. Gains about a yard and a half on the play. 2nd down, and we'll call it a fat 8. But both of them got released from the hospital and sent home. At the time, what I was told was J.D. had a chance to run on Wednesday and kind of a game-time decision as far as how he felt. And it was just kind of a tender situation as far as the injury goes. 3 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Single setback in the gun. Looking to throw. Had him just a second. Has a man downfield, but intercepted. Ball thrown behind him. Incomplete. He's going to call it a drop.
He trapped it on the ground.
Well, I'm thinking that's what the official said. But
the kid doesn't think so.
Kid's pretty argumentative about that one. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Blue Devils. No harm, no foul, just a long incompletion rather. 3rd down and 8. If he'd had just a little bit more time to throw, that might have turned out a little bit better. Corbin coming back onto the field, and he's got a hobbling buddy now. When you play with this few of players, and this part of the season, you're right in mid-season. Everybody's dinged up. There's nobody that's not nursing something. 2 wide right, 2 wide left, and we are going to get a timeout before the snap. And we're going to go to a commercial break. 6:56 to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils trailing this one 29-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
All right, we're back after the timeout. Blue Devils facing 3rd and 8 on the 41.5-yard line. They're on 41.5. First down keeps the chains moving. Been their own worst enemy in many ways tonight with untimely penalties and a couple of turnovers. 2 go wide to the right, 2 wide left. Single setback stacked behind Corbin in the gun. He's back there to block. Corbin sets his feet and throws deep down the sideline, incomplete, and it'll be punt time for the Blue Devils. Defender had good position. Receiver wasn't going to get around him.
And what you love, Corbin's got an arm and a half.
Yeah.
If he was 100% healthy, and he's been that way limited amount of time, but he's got a gun, and he can get it down there. So
he'll be your quarterback again next year. I believe he is a junior. Yep, Danny Corbin's a junior.
Yep.
He'll be your quarterback again most likely next year. So the more experience he gets, the better it'll look further later on in this season and for next year. Blue Devils line up to punt. High snap. He was able to field it. Clean punt, short, bounces at the 45, rolls down to the 40, and the Wildcats will get the ball on their own 40 to start this drive. We'll go to a quick commercial break. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
All right, we're back. Wildcats break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils on defense on the Wildcat 40. Wishbone, quick snap, handoff to the second man through. He is stacked up in the backfield. Blue Devils read that one all the way. It'll bring up 2nd down and 13. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Good play, good read on defense. Matter of fact, it's going to be 2nd down and 14. Blue Devils on a linebacker blitz on that left side, guessed right this go-round. 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Game clock just moving right along. Blue Devils need some breaks. 1 wide to the right, wishbone formation. He's going to hand off. It was an option left, and it kind of got gummed up, and the Blue Devils stack it up just beyond the line of scrimmage. Running back and the quarterback had a miscommunication and bumped into each other in the backfield. Quarterback had to make a decision, and he prevented a fumble, but he only got about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats. Blue Devils good on defense for that play. Another chance to get them off the field, and that's what you got to do. You got on 3rd downs, you got to get them off the field so your offense has an opportunity. Last play of the last offensive drive was a nice-looking pass deep downfield, just a little bit beyond the reach of the Blue Devil receiver. And Wildcats taking all the time in the world. They're going to have to take a timeout. Yep, they're timeout.
Yep.
You're listening to 106.9 FM. You can pick us up on Facebook on 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
All right, off the Carnegie timeout, everybody breaks the huddle, comes back to the middle of the field, ready to go. Carnegie's going to go right back to the huddle with a 25-second play clock. Blue Devils have them at 3rd and 11. The Blue Devils hold here. They'll get the ball back quickly. 2 come wide to the right, only the second time we've seen that tonight. I formation behind the quarterback, fakes it. He's back there for pass protection, rolls out. He throws deep to the left. It is complete to the water boy on the sideline. Brings up 4th and 11 for the Wildcats. He was under pressure and got rid of that ball quickly just to avoid the sack deep in his own territory. Looks like Carnegie will be setting up in punt formation. Last time back, Taylor muffed the punt but was able to recover. Let's see how this one goes.
Can't be muffing them. You got to handle this thing.
Been kind of a ho-hum second half. That was the most exciting thing that happened the whole second half. Line drive kick, easier to field, hits him right in the hands, and he's tackled immediately at the 30. Good job trying to make a play, but he comes up a little bit gimpy on that one. I think he got the breath knocked out of him. He's getting up now, though.
There ain't no stars out tonight. So.
Ain't no stars, but he's seeing some at the moment. I think he got caught right across the middle. I think once he catches his breath, he'll feel a whole lot better about things.
You land on that football, it can knock a little air out of you, too.
And that's kind of what it looks like from here, but then again, I'm 60 yards away from it. Coach and the training staff come out to take a peek at him. They're going to get him up off the field.
Just remind everybody, this week, like I said, junior high goes to Burns Flat for a ball game. Then next Friday we'll be at Apache. What happens a week from Saturday? The biggest thing on the agenda.
Pumpkin Festival.
Pumpkin pancakes now.
Pumpkin pancakes.
That's right. It's going to be down on the square. The pumpkin pancakes are going to be down there at the Beanal Nadal. And then they've got, I think, 90-some booth spaces rented and stuff. They'll be paraded.
They have a vendor waiting line. They've booked all their slots. One of the biggest ones so far in the last few years. So that's a good thing.
They're going to have bed races, too.
Yeah, come up. Taylor comes up off the field, joins the huddle on the sideline. We're at an official timeout at the moment. Blue Devils will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 30. 5:03 to go in the third quarter, trailing this one 29-0. That first quarter was where the majority of the damage was done. Blue Devils were just not in sync. Ended the first quarter down 21-0. Have been relatively steady since then. Playing with a bunch of dinged-up players, and again, this time of year, everybody's dinged up, especially in small-town football where guys play both ways most of the time. If you get an injured starter, you normally have 2 injured starters because he starts in 2 places.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Devils take the field, come straight to the line of scrimmage off at the sideline. Let's see what we end up with here.
Not only will it be on offense and then on defense, they'll be on your special teams, too. So
that's exactly right.
The only rest they get is at halftime, maybe.
Diamond formation behind Corbin in the gun. 2 wideouts, 1 left, 1 right. And Gage Miller straight up the middle for no gain. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Talking about Gage Miller, he can do a little bit of everything, and he came in late and covered the quarterback position right there and did a super job for the Cordell Blue Devils. So.
Yeah, came in late last week after the first-string quarterback goes down. Then the second-string quarterback goes down, and he's playing the quarterback position. And Blue Devils come up with 14 points late in that ball game, one on offense and one on defense. 2 wide to the right. There's the snap, handoff to the first man through on a counter action, and he runs for about 2.5 yards, and it's going to bring up third down. They spotted him a little short of where I saw him, but it's going to bring up third down and a fat 7 for the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run, 4 minutes to go.
Okay.
And the announcer saying 3rd and 8. I don't like his assessment on it, but I'm a little more optimistic
He's
than
sitting
him.
in the middle of the press box, so he might have a better angle.
Oh.
But we're officials. So.
That's right. Ours is the official stat. And there's the pitch, and I think that was a busted play altogether. And Gage Miller makes the best of it. Quarterback was looking to hand off. All the backs moved as though it was a pitch. So a little confusion on that play and brings up 4th down and a solid 9. I think the announcer and I are going to agree on that one this time. And if he says 8 this time, they backed it up a full yard, so we know he was wrong the last time. Blue Devils line up to punt. Last punt was both of the last 2 punt snaps have been high. The last one was fielded. The one before that, he couldn't have got that one with a pogo stick. It went sailing. 6 seconds left on the play clock. Blue Devils still trying to get guys in position. There's the snap. There's the punt. Better punt than last time. Gets it down, bounces at the 42. Takes a good Blue Devil bounce and chased down by, is that a number 3 or?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Matthew Fuller.
Matthew Fuller downs it at the 27-yard line for the Blue Devils. Carnegie will come right back on the field. 2:48 to go in the 3rd. Blue Devils trailing this one 29-0. Still no quitting these young guys. They were kind of deflated in that first quarter when everything started a little bit slow, and they've been steady since then. A few more guys a little dinged up than we started the game, but that's just kind of how it goes. Maddox on the sideline for the remainder of the game. Corbin's been able to tough it out with a hurt ankle, and we've had a couple other guys hobbling in and out of the game here at homecoming. Seen a couple of guys from yesteryears out there in the stands. Handoff deep to Carnegie. He's trying to bounce it to the outside, and he catches it, and he pitches it. Actually, an intelligent play, and he is brought down out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That wasn't a design play, but he was about to go down, so he pitches it to his quarterback who's trailing him. And so that's a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Carnegie 47-yard line. You don't see that one too often.
No.
Blue Devils defense has been out on the field most of the night. Well, same group of kids, but they've been on the defensive side of the ball most of the night. And when I'm saying about missing 2 starters, you got Maddox, who's normally a defensive back. He's out. You got Corbin, who's your quarterback, who's also normally your safety. Well, he's out on defense. And so that's 3 starters and 2 kids out. Straight ahead run up the middle for the Wildcats down to the Blue Devil 40, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Clock still running, or should be still running, winding the clock, 2:28 to go in the 3rd. Carnegie breaks the huddle, comes right back to the line of scrimmage. Been in the wishbone formation all night long. Quarterback under center, takes a quick snap, hands off to the second man through. He's got a little bit of a wedge out there, only one man to beat, and he rumbles down. He is touchdown. Outside defender took a gamble and tried to penetrate that outside deep, and he just tucked back underneath him and had that lane all the way down the field. 40-yard touchdown, Carnegie Wildcats. 35-0 right now.
Are they going to line up for 2 or for 1 right here?
Well, I would think you would do 1, being that you're up that big. That's just normally how things go. Line up for the extra point. Now, the first time, had a bad snap and a good kick, and it was a good extra point. Second time was a perfect snap and a bad kick, and no good. And here's a high snap. Blue Devils close in on it. High snap, but it is good. Wildcats lead this one 36-0. 2:03 to go in the third. You're listening to 106.9 FM The Zone, also on Facebook 107 The Zone.
Your Farmers Insurance agent in Cordell, Lee Gregg, believes in keeping you informed of all the ways to protect what's important to you. Whether you're looking for auto, homeowners, life, or farm insurance, he'll help you select the right protection for your insurance needs. Insurance can help provide financial protection for you and your family, and that's their goal at Gregg Insurance. You can trust your Farmers Insurance agency in Cordell to always work for what's best for you and your family.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
All right, coming back from the timeout, Carnegie set to kick. A few scores for you. Walters up 32-14 on Mangum. Hooker up 50-6 on Sayre. Number 1 Ringling up 46-8. Burns Flats taking the lead on Moreland 8-6. And continuing to scroll down, Rush Springs 24, Hilton 16. Merritt trailing Texoma 32-20, and Apache up on Hobart 32-6. Short kick, fumbled, picked up, tries to find some space on the sideline, has a little bit of a lane, rumbles out to about the 45. I think they're going to give him the 44, 45-yard line. And that's where the Blue Devils will begin this current drive. Minko up on Watonga 41-6. And I think that's all the local scores that we have as far as Class A football. Now, we got a big one tonight over in Clinton, Elk City. I can't remember who's where. Elk City Elks taking on the Clinton Red Tornadoes.
That's always a good rivalry.
Always a good one. We'll get that in a minute. 1 wide right, 2 wide to the left, 2 backs offset to the left, and he was looking for a running back. He adjusted one of the running backs, and then the other running back moved also. Miscommunication in the backfield there. Danny Corbin has to put some salt and pepper on that one, eat it. It wasn't his fault, but that's just kind of how that one goes.
But he wisely slid down. He said, I'm not going anywhere, I know that.
So. Not going anywhere. Let's just avoid any more damage. Let's see. Blue Devils look to the sideline for guidance as far as play calling goes. 2 come wide to the left. 1 goes wide right. 2 backs offset the quarterback in the gun. There's the snap, handoff. This is what this was supposed to look like the last time. Trying to get the edge, not quite good enough to get there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 15. Weatherford up on Woodward 26-7. Another local score there. I'm trying to find. There's Clinton and Elk City. Elk City up on Clinton 14-6. Number 9 Elk City, number 3 Clinton. And this is just one from number 1 Cushing in 4A, 56-0 over Castusa. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. A back offset to each side of the quarterback in the gun. There's the snap, looking to throw all the way. He's got a man out there. Now he's going to have to gimp away. He's looking. He's got to get rid of the football. And I don't know exactly what happened there. He threw it in the direction of a man out of bounds. And it's going to bring up 4th and 14.
It'll be an incomplete pass.
Just a short incompletion. 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils offense has been pretty stagnant tonight, and most of it really due to injuries on several sides of the football.
They could technically not even run a play and run out this third quarter.
Well, it was an incomplete pass.
Oh, okay. Stop the clock. Can't do it that way.
Can't do it that way. Just an incomplete pass. Blue Devils line up to punt.
But that's what's good about Danny Corbin. He has learned the hard way to get rid of the ball.
And he's done it more and more. He did it before he got injured last week. And he's just making – the experience makes you a little bit better. He just doesn't have a lot of experience in the quarterback position. Good snap this time. Nice high kick. Looks the part. He comes up fielding it for a fair catch. Be Carnegie football, 1st and 10 on their own 32. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone. We'll be right back.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
All right, we're back. Blue Devils take the field on defense. They're ready to go. Carnegie breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage quickly. One wide to the left, wishbone formation, quarterback under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the fullback, right off the right side. Stumbles for about 1.5 yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wow, they gave him a lot of yards for stumbling. I'm sitting here looking at it. Yeah, wow. Okay.
Good stumble.
And then we get a timeout. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Oh, they had time left after the punt. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll go right into the 4th quarter when we get back. Blue Devils on the short end of this one, 36-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, now's the time to come to Wheeler Ford in Cordell and custom order your brand new beautiful Ford. See Tom or David, now they will take care of absolutely everything. Get up to $3,000 in cash rebates on 2022 Edges. Discover many pricing and leasing options during August. And we have a pretty doggone good inventory on pre-owned units. Wheeler Ford, we've got the deals. We want your business. And thank you so much. Come to Cordell and Wheeler Ford.
All right, we're back here to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. They're headed west. Blue Devils defending. Wishbone formation. Going to try the keeper. He cuts it back inside on the option. Pitches it to his man. That's good. That is good back in what we called in the days pitch relationship. You've got to stay in good alignment with your quarterback in case he decides to pitch beyond the line of scrimmage. Brings about 4 yards net, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 coming into the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats.
And then what you look at, that was good tackling by Cordell. There was
Good
4 tacklers in on that one and really brought him down well. So
bring him up short. We'll call it 3rd and 3. They moved the down marker a little bit. One wide to the left. He's a decoy. Don't pay attention to him. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz. Never mind the man behind the curtain. Blue Devils stop him short and brings up 4th down and short for the Wildcats on their own side of the field. Decision time for the Wildcats. 4th and 1. And this has been kind of a mixed bag for them. They've had good results on short yardage situations. They've also fumbled twice on short yardage situations.
We've helped them once or twice.
And we helped them once or twice. So it looks like they're going back in punt formation. That's good sportsmanship. You're up 36-0 going into the 4th quarter. Going for it on 4th and short is, well, that's just poor form sometimes. There we go. There's the kick. He's waiting to receive it. Fields it. Makes one man miss. He breaks out to the right side, cuts back up to the middle. About a 6-yard return and brings him up to the 27-yard line. And we'll hang out here for just a little while longer. 10:25 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils will have the ball on their own 28, trailing this one. First quarter, boy, it just kind of started slow and stayed stagnant most of the first half. They were able to kind of steady things out for a while, and for the last 2 quarters, it's just been a steady as she goes kind of thing. Offense hasn't been able to get much going due to a couple of significant injuries to key players. Corbin in the gun with back set to each side of him, takes the snap, handoff, trying to find the edge, and he finds a little bit of running room off the left side. Going to bring up about second down, and we'll call it 6. It's a good solid 4-yard gain. I think that was Bartlett on the play, if I have it called correctly, if I got the number right. Picking up the dark blue number on the dark blue jersey from this distance is a little bit difficult, no matter how good your eyes are. 10 minutes to go in this one. Blue Devils break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Wide out comes to the right side of the field, 2 to the left. Running backs offset, the quarterback in the gun. There's the snap. He hands it the other way, looking for some similar success. Cuts it back up the middle. Gains about 3.5, possibly 4. Bring up third and manageable for the Blue Devils. Third and a solid 3, and that's staying ahead of the chains. That's staying with the chains. Another solid 3-yard gain. You're looking at a first down. Clock continues to run. Blue Devils head back to the huddle after getting the signal. And here we go, break the huddle. 1 wide receiver coming to the near side of the field, 2 to the far side. Quarterback offset by 2 running backs in the gun. There's the snap, high, and he runs it back to the left. Got a lane, bounces to the outside, still running, and he is brought down after a solid first down. A good, strong third down carry. He got ahead about 6.5 yards, and that's plenty enough for a first down for the Blue Devils. Ball's on there just short of their own 45-yard line. That's basically the same play 4 times in a row, just they flip-flop sides. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, same formation in the backfield. There's going to come the snap, there's going to come the handoff, same play. And, do it until they stop it. Second, that's going to bring up a second down and 8 after a short 2-yard gain. Blue Devils just executing right now, moving the ball down the field, and that's actually the 4th time in a row it's been the same play. They just flip-flop sides. 1 wide to the right, 2 go wide left. Quarterback offset by 2 running backs in the gun. There's the snap. He fumbled the football. And there's a scrum for it down below there, and I would not want to be down there. No matter which team I'm on. Looks like as though the Blue Devils maintain possession. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. It was a good handoff. He just never got the handle on it. And 2 Blue Devils come out from the bottom of that pile.
A little bit slow.
A little bit slower than they went into the pile. 7:50 to go in this ball game. Blue Devils trail this one 36-0.
It's one of those where you say, go ahead and walk it off a little bit. You'll be fine.
I had one of my sons tell me in baseball, coach told him to walk off being hit by the pitch. He was like, Coach, I got hit in the neck. 3 wide to the right for the Blue Devils, 1 wide left, actually 2 wide to the left. Quarterback all by himself, low snap. They're going to fake the screen, pass it over the middle, and he's got a little room up the middle, crosses the 40 down to the 39, 1st and 10 Blue Devils. They fake the bubble screen out to the near side of the field, and when the defense bid on it, he comes back across the middle, hits a man running free there in the middle, 1st and 10 Blue Devils. 7:18 to go in this ball game. Blue Devils on the move, have broken across the Wildcat 40-yard line. 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 1 wide right. 2 running backs in the gun, offsetting the quarterback. Handoff again off to the left side, trying to find the edge. Has the edge, breaks it up the left side, and is down 20 yards, 25 yards, down to the 15-yard line of the Wildcats.
Move the chains.
Blue Devils moving the football now. And there is an injured Blue Devil on the field. Looks like he's either cramping up or...
It's a cramp, I promise you.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. His fellow players trying to stretch it out for him, and now the trainer's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a little bit of break because we need a break too. It's getting tiring up here in the air-conditioned booth. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone. Blue Devils trail this one, 36-0.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
All right, we're back now. Blue Devils, after an injury timeout by the officials, hobbled Blue Devil was Jordan Wood. He's had a pretty decent ball game tonight. He's been all over the place, having to play a little more than normal with the injuries to Maddox and Corbin. Maddox on the offensive side of the ball and Corbin on the offensive side. And I've got myself tongue-tied. Blue Devils moving the football 1st and 10 from their own from the Wildcat 19. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff coming to the right side, looking for the edge. Cuts it back to the middle. Still on his feet. Good, tough running down to about the 8-yard line. He's pointing for the first down, but he didn't quite get that far. He got a solid 7 yards, brings up second. Well, they backed him up a yard, so 6 yards brings up 2nd down and 4. Moving the football are the Blue Devils. 2 go wide to the left, 1 wide right. Quarterback in the gun. Running backs offset them to each side. And we have a flag on the play, and it's against Carnegie. Don't exactly know what happened there. They called it offsides. I didn't realize they'd blown the whistle. They'd blown the play in. And that should be awful close to another Blue Devil first down. It'll give them 1st and goal if it is. They mark off the steps, and it's going to bring 2nd and short. Nope, 1st and goal. Side judge looked over at the chain crew and said, "Put them down, boys."
Yep, from the 3-yard line.
1st and goal. Blue Devils on the move. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Hands off, trying to find the edge. Tries to bounce it to the outside and is drugged down for a short loss on the play. He's pursued hard to the outside. He lost about the length of a football. Brings up 2nd down and goal. It's been the only successful running play of the night out of this formation. And so that's where they're coming out of. And that play, Carnegie just kind of teed off on it. They kind of knew it was coming. So here we have 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line, about a 4-yard loss on the play. 1 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Quarterback in the gun. There's the snap. Hand off the other direction. And he tries to cut it back up in the middle, near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Down to the 1. That's a... Yeah, got down to the 1-yard line on the green spot of the field. Yeah. 3rd and goal. This is when you really like about a 340-pound fullback in your lineup, but who wouldn't at that juncture? I mean, most pros would like that. And
used to be a refrigerator.
Yeah, you'd be a refrigerator. Mm-hmm. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, slightly different formation. 2 offsetting the quarterback in the gun, takes the snap, and they're looking to get it to him, and he was he's just not enough leverage off that right ankle. They were trying to do a quarterback lead. Just not enough leverage off that right ankle. Brings up 4th and goal. I think we're going to get a timeout on the field, and we'll go away with them. Blue Devils trail this one 36-0. You're listening to 106.9 FM, The Zone.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Visay, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy. We light up your life.
All right, 2 really wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 1 wide right. Quarterback in the gun with running back offset each side of him. And we're waiting on
You need to have a handoff for Corbin. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
know he can do it, but I want him to hand the ball off to somebody else get in the end zone.
Or throw it to this slant. Oh, jet sweep look. And he's a left. Oh! They're not going to get the penalty. He was pushed square in the back. It was a nice look. They brought the jet sweep to the right and threw it back to the left on the slant. But when you can't plant that leg, you can't really control the football. Blue Devils turn it over on downs inside the 5. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout for – yeah, they called the timeout for the Wildcats. We'll sit here and talk about this one for a little bit and update them on the homecoming. We had our homecoming queen was who, Dudley?
Carly Banks.
Carly Banks, junior Carly Banks, always a good kid. And then we had homecoming float winner was the sophomore class.
Yes,
sophomore class. Had all kinds of festivities this week. The parade downtown, and we got more festivities coming up in the next week or so with the Pumpkin Festival.
One more weekend and pumpkin pancakes. I can't tell you how much I appreciate them.
I'm just not a pumpkin guy. I'm not
Really,
a pumpkin spice latte guy.
I don't do pumpkin spice.
And I kind of do pumpkin pie, but it's got to be in the bowl of whipped cream. I mean,
I understand that.
You got to be buried in there where I can't detect the pumpkin pie itself.
That's coming up
So
next
basically in this part of the country, it's not fall, it's just summer with pumpkins.
Right. But it's still pumpkins.
And in other parts of the country, you get, the different colored leaves, and it's still kind of cool. The mosquitoes die off because it's nice and cool. And no, not here.
Hasn't happened in our part of the world yet. So
now, I did see a threat on the weather this week that it could possibly get down in the lower 50s on Saturday night. I'm trying to get that update right here. Carnegie takes the field. Looks like we get a new group of clean white jerseys out there. And so looks like your backups have entered the game. 1 wide to the right, 1 really wide to the right. Quarterback sneak right out of the backfield. They were backed up on the goal line. He rumbles ahead for about a 5.5 yard gain. In fact, we're doing everything tonight. I've updated you on scores. Saturday night, the low is 47 degrees. Sunday night, the low is 49 degrees with a high in the mid-80s. Wow.
You're still going to have to water your plants because they're still growing. So.
Still going to have to water the plants and swat mosquitoes because it's getting to 85 degrees still. They give them a 6-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats. 3:50 to go in the ball game. They're going to flip the formation to the short side of the field. He's going to keep it and go right up the middle again for about a 7 or 8 yard gain. He's up to the 20. So he's had, two quarterback sneaks right up the gut there at 21-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 3:25 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils trail this one 36-0. Slow start in the first quarter. Put them in a big hole and just couldn't quite get things on track most of the ball game. Lots of injuries contributing to the slow start. 1 wide to the left. Backfield in wishbone formation. Hand off to the fullback. He sidesteps, and he bounces out to the left side, and he's got some room, and he is right down. Woo, good tackle. Right there, but way up the field. But that was a good tackle. Upended him at the 41-yard line. Looked like he was going to run for a few minutes, and he just bulldogged him.
And that's number 8, Mr. Taylor there.
Mr. Taylor on the play. Good open field tackle.
Mm-hmm. Moved the chains out to the 41, but Taylor made a good tackle there. So
2:45 to go in the ball game. Carnegie rotating guys in and out, and that's a luxury that we don't have as the Blue Devils this year. Just not a lot of guys able to rotate. We've had a couple of injuries early on, caused key players to miss significant time. And in fact, we lost 2 guys for the year before we even started. Wishbone formation, handoff straight up the middle, and he's got an ankle biter holding him down, and he broke out of the pack and got 9 yards. like a little greased bowling ball out there. He did not want to go to the ground.
Yeah, if you was playing baseball, you'd have to check that ball for some substance on it because he slipped out of there kind of handily. So.
He was in a scrum, and they couldn't get him to the ground, and he bounced out of there. Second down and inches for the Blue Devils. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game now. Cheerleaders doing a good job tonight, trying to keep the hometown crew pumped up.
They were on the floats and on the parades and on the fire equipment going down town for the parade today. So,
hand off to the second man through, tries to bounce it to the outside. Good shift, and there's a flag on the play. As normal, when you start getting guys who don't get a lot of time on the field and they start getting time, they start making mistakes, and there's a holding penalty against the Wildcats away from the ball, and that's one of the mistakes a young player, inexperienced player will make, is if the ball's going the other way, there is zero need to hold your defender.
But it's your one opportunity to make something. Did you see me on film, Mom? No problem.
Yeah, I see that official.
I did a good job. I blocked him real big, but I held on a little bit too long. So.
Yeah, a little bit too long. It's a spot foul. It's going to back it up 10 yards. So it's going to bring up second down, and it looks to be about 7. Penalty occurred just beyond the line of scrimmage and backs them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 1:31 to go in the ball game. Mr. Official winds the clock. Clock keepers are paying attention. They got it going. Wildcats break the huddle. Wishbone formation. One wide to the right. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it to the second man through. Stretch play, linebacker blitz, catches it just behind the line of scrimmage. And it looked like a flag came in late, but that's 2 kids throwing a ball over on the sideline. So that's going to bring up third down, and somehow they gave them a gain on the play, and I'm not understanding it, but they're the officials, and they're always right.
Let the clock roll, and it really don't matter. So.
53 seconds to go in the ball game. Blue Devils off to a slow start tonight, and just were never able to get things on track. They trail this one 36-0 as we wind this game down with about 10 seconds on the play clock. Should be the last play of the game. Third down, and we'll call it a long 6. Wishbone formation, 1 receiver wide to the right. Handoff straight up the middle. He bounces it to the right, rumbles down to about the 43-yard line of the Blue Devils, and that should probably do it once they get the ball set and wind the clock. These guys here in the backfield don't get much playing time. I think they want one more. They want to get one more in.
We can run another one, Coach. Give us the ball.
Come on, Coach.
Let us run one more.
Mr. Whitehat blows the play. Now the chains are set. He blows the play in to action here, and
they'll get one play.
They're going to try to get it in here. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to snap the ball or get a penalty, and I don't think they want a penalty the last play of the game. 1 wide to the left, wishbone formation inside, and he's going to take a knee, and that is all she wrote for this one. Homecoming 2022 in the books for the Cordell Blue Devils. And after all the festivities of the week, Blue Devils come up short at the game tonight. Lose this one to the Carnegie Wildcats 36-0. We'll be right back after a commercial break and update you on some things and to say goodnight. You're listening to 106.9 FM.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Quick update to some scores. Elk City still leads Clinton 14-12. Blue Devils lose this one 36-0 homecoming night. They come over and sing the fight song in front of the fans. They'll take the middle of the field and huddle up together and talk about this one for a little while. Blue Devils off to a slow start early in the ball game. Never quite got things on track. Effort was there late in the ball game. They never quit. That is one good thing about this group of kids. They never give up. And they take coaching. You watch the coaches out talking to them when they make a mistake, and they sit there, they listen, and they execute the next go-around.
You bet. And these coaches are doing a super job. I was talking to somebody this week. I said, with what these coaches came in, knowing what they're working with, we got good kids, good attitude and stuff. We just don't have a volume and numbers right here, and that hurts you big time. But with your coaches, Cody Gilmore and Vaughn Blankenship and Buddy Holman, they've done a super job getting these kids prepared and ready, and they can play any position they're asked to, so it makes a big difference. So I want to remind everybody that the Burns Flat will go to Cordell. Junior high will go to Burns Flat for their game this week, and then next Friday night we'll be at Apache for a big district matchup right there. Then running down the fact that the sophomore class won the float competition, and then Camber Holland is your flower girl for this 2022 homecoming. Tobias Victory was your crown bearer, did a good job. He was dressed up in a really nice suit, looked really smart tonight, so that was a good deal. Britton Shields was escorted by Aiden Middendorf, and Tristan Reimer was escorted by J.D. Maddox. Then Carly Banks was your homecoming queen, or is your homecoming queen, and she is escorted by Cooper Campbell. So 2022 homecoming is in the books right here. The Cordell Blue Devils fall to the Carnegie Wildcats in a good district matchup right here. Just have to say thank you, our press box crew up here. You got Mike Laird as PA announcer and Mike Isley on the clock. Then Quentin Giblett and the crew run the chains and the down marker and everything. So you got to appreciate the ambulance crew so we can have a ball game. Field crew worked late the other night getting this thing painted, and so they were pretty tired when they got done. So, but all in all, the field looks beautiful. It was a good night for homecoming, and I was telling one of the kids the week before last, I said, don't look at the stats, don't look at the score. You guys are playing good football, you know.
Yeah.
And it's hard to realize that sometimes, but these kids are working hard. There's no backup in them, and they're playing hard. And when things don't bounce your way, it's a little bit hard to do something right.
A little bit hard to take. Well, here at the end of this one, Blue Devils fall to the Wildcats, and homecoming is in the books, and so is this evening's broadcast. I'm Mike Sutherland.
And Dudley Simpson wishing you a good night.
Good night,
Cordell
everyone.
Blue Devil Stadium.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and